The day 5 of Damodara Meditations. Today's topic is the Sobbing Sweetheart. So we'll understand the glory of sobbing. So without any delay, let's invite our speaker to help us explain how sobbing of Krishna is special compared to any other baby sobbing. Sure, go ahead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So let us begin with prayers. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, welcome all of you for day 5. Is day Hare Krishna. Hope my voice is clear now. Okay. So we have been meditating on the Damodarashtaka. Today we are beginning with the second verse. So the second verse reads Rudantam muhurnetra yugmam rijantam karambhoja yugmena satanka netram muhushvasakam patri rekhanka kantha sthitagraivam damodaram bhakti. This is the second verse of this Damodarashtaka. Let us examine the first two lines. We will see the meaning of this stanza. Before that, let us read the meaning, the translation. Seeing the whipping stick of his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck which is marked with three lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, whose belly is bound not with ropes, but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. So, what a beautiful description. Let us see the first two lines. Let us go to the next. Yeah. Rudantam muhurnetra yugmam mrujantam. This is the first line. Rudantam means crying. Muhur means again and again. Muhuhu means again and again. Netra yugmam. Yugma means pair, two. Netra means eyes. That means his two eyes. Netra yugmam. Mrujantam means rubbing. The word mrujantam, uh, also another word is derived from this mrujantam, marjanam. Marjanam means cleaning or rubbing, right? So mrujantam means to rub. So what is Lord Krishna doing here exactly? It is very puzzling. So Krishna's leelas are not so easy to understand. Now, if you see the other incarnations of the Lord, let's say Lord Ramachandra, his dealings are very straightforward and it is very easy to understand. He's a person, he walks the talk. Whatever he says, he does that. So it is very easy to understand about Lord Rama. But when it comes to Lord Krishna, it is not so easy to understand his activities. Why it is not so easy to understand? Because just by seeing his activities, we cannot understand. We may get misled. Seeing is not enough to understand Krishna. We have to hear about him from bona fide sources. Then things become clear about Krishna. Because you see, if you compare Lord Rama and Lord Krishna, their avatars and their activities, the purpose of their appearance in this world, it is different. The purposes are different. It is not the same. Lord Rama's appearance in this world was meant for showing the world the ideal behavior of a human being. So Lord Rama, he put himself he bound himself with the rules and regulations of human society. He demonstrated how to be an ideal king, an ideal son, an ideal husband. So that was the purpose of his appearance, his leelas. So it is very easy for us to understand. Whereas Lord Krishna's appearance in this world is not meant for establishing any ideals for human society, but Lord Krishna appeared to demonstrate his sweetness. There is one song, perhaps you must be knowing. It is called Madhurashtakam. Just like we are discussing now Damodarashtakam, there is another prayer in Sanskrit which is having 8 verses. And in this Madhurashtakam, it is said, Madhuradhipater Akhilam Madhuram. Madhura means sweet. Everything about Krishna is Madhura. It is sweet. Krishna appeared in this material world for two purposes. One, to establish that he is the supreme Lord, the supreme controller. Nothing or nobody is above him. To establish this fact, Krishna performed certain activities, certain leelas. For example, he lifted the Govardhana hill, where he challenged the king of the Devatas, Indra, and he curbed his pride. He protected the devotees who had taken shelter of him. He defied the law of gravity. So, therefore, he is showing through this Leela of the Govardhana that nothing is greater than him. He is the supreme powerful personality. That is one aspect of his greatness. Another aspect is his sweetness, like we see in this Damodara Leela. He has become a child and he is taking pleasure in being punished by his mother Yashoda. This is demonstrating his sweetness. In no other incarnation, in no other avatara, you will find a combination of display of both greatness and sweetness simultaneously. You will find that only in Krishna. So Krishna is not only demonstrating how great he is also demonstrating how sweet his dealings are with his pure devotees. So therefore, Krishna, by doing all this, he is attracting our attention towards him. The very word Krishna in Sanskrit, what is the meaning of this word Krishna? Sarvam Karshati iti Krishna. One who attracts everybody towards himself, he is called Krishna. In other words, Krishna means the all attractive. So here, Krishna, what is he doing? He is playing the role of a child and he is taking pleasure in becoming subjected to the control of Mother Yashoda. So here, Rudam Tam, when Mother Yashoda bound Krishna, what is Krishna doing? Rudam Tam, he is crying. He is crying not just once or twice, Muhuhu, again and again he is crying. Now, we all, when we take birth in this world, we all cry. The moment we take birth, we all have cried. In fact, if a baby does not cry upon taking birth, then everybody becomes anxious. Oh, is the child healthy? Is the child okay? Until the child cries, the doctors are not at all assured that this child is okay or normal. So, crying is a part of our daily life in this material world, right from our birth. We are crying when we take birth, we are crying, but all our relatives are happily clapping hands and celebrating, isn't it? After that, when we grow old, there are so many other challenges that keep coming. So when we are after our childhood, our parents, friends, or relatives, and this world keeps telling us, see, now you're a student, you should be very studious, you should study well. And when we reach 10th standard, they say 10th class is a what is it? It is a turning point in your life. Once you pass 10th class exam, then full maze hi maze hai. After full life, you can just enjoy. And after finishing 10th exam, then they'll say, no, class 12th board exam, that is a turning point in your life. For these 2 years, if you study well, then maze hi maze hai. Then after finishing the 12th standard, then they say, now you have to get a job, you have to get placed in a good company and start earning. Otherwise, there is no happiness in life. So then people, we start working hard for preparing for placements and getting a job. After getting a job, financially getting sound, then they say you have to get married and settled in your life. After that, you can maze hi maze hai. So like this, what are we trying to do in this world? We are trying to chase after the carrot in front of our face. We think that one more step, if I go, one more turning point, if I get the carrot, I'll be happy. It is like the donkey who is running behind the carrot. That is our position. And because of this, Rudantam, we are crying. We are not happy. By running behind material goals, you can never be happy. So we are crying, and there are and after our death, our relatives will cry, oh, such a nice man he was. Though the relatives may not praise you when you're alive, after we go away, when after we die, then all the relatives will come and they cry. So, in this material world, crying is a very common feature. It is a very daily affair, it is. But why Krishna is crying? Krishna is Satchidananda Vigraha. We have discussed in the first verse. Satchidananda Rupa. He is full of Ananda. He is full of bliss. But here he is crying. So our crying and Krishna's crying, are they same? No, it is not same. Krishna tells himself in the fourth chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. See, we should study the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the ABC of spiritual life. Without understanding Bhagavad Gita, we cannot understand the Leelas of Krishna. In the fourth chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vetti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. Krishna is making a very strong statement there in the fourth chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. He says, Janma karma cha me divyam. O Arjuna, my activities, my birth in this material world, they are not ordinary like other ordinary people. Though it appears to the material eyes that it is also like ordinary activities, but Krishna is saying, no, don't consider my activities and my appearance in this world to be normal. It is not material, it is divyam. Divyam means it is spiritual. It is beyond the scope of material laws. So Krishna is not crying here like an ordinary child. Krishna is crying here to enhance the relationship between Krishna and Mother Yashoda, the Vatsalya Rasa that we were discussing yesterday. To enhance that Vatsalya Rasa, Krishna is crying. That is Rudantam. And Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita, if you understand my activities correctly from a bona fide guru, then what happens? Tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti. Upon giving up this body of yours, you will not come back again to this miserable material world, but you will come back to me, to my spiritual world. That means Krishna is crying here in Damodar Leela to stop us from repeatedly taking birth and crying in this world. That is the mercy of Krishna. Just by meditating upon this Leela, how Krishna has taken the position of a child and how he is crying because of the chastisement of Mother Yashoda, by meditating on this Leela, we become free from the cycle of birth and death. Our crying in the material world will stop. Our miseries in the material world will stop by meditating on Krishna's crying. See the mercy of the Lord. Huh? People say, simply they say, without understanding Krishna, without understanding God, people say, oh, where is God? How can I attain God? Why there are so many miseries in this world? Why God has created so many miseries in this world? People have this question, but they don't know that the same Krishna has performed such sweet leelas so that we meditate upon those leelas and become free from the cycle of birth and death. How merciful is Krishna? This we have to understand. That is why we pray, Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu. Krishna is Karuna Sindhu. He is an ocean of mercy. For our sake, he has come to this material world. And he is enacting so many leelas, just like an ordinary human being, so that we get to hear about Krishna's leelas. And by meditating and hearing about Krishna's leelas, our miseries will end. And we can become free from this material entanglement. So we should never think that Krishna's Rudana, Krishna's crying is like our crying. His crying is spiritual. It is completely on the spiritual platform. And when we meditate on Krishna's crying, our crying in the material world will stop. So that is the beauty of Krishna's crying. So while he's crying, what is he doing? He is also rubbing his eyes like this, two eyes, just like we see children also do this, no? Sometimes falsely they cry. Actually, in the Bhagavatam, it is also mentioned Krishna's crying is a false crying. Why it is false? Because it is not like ordinary people's crying who are affected by the miseries of this world. Krishna is always situated on the Ananda platform. He's ever blissful. His crying is also another kind of bliss. His crying is also another kind of bliss. Mother Yashoda is taking pleasure in thinking that this child Krishna is my own son. And Krishna is enjoying also because Mother Yashoda is enjoying. So this is the Rudana of Krishna, the crying of Krishna. And he is rubbing his eyes, two eyes with his hands. Right? So Rudantam muhurnetra yugmam rajantam taramboja yugmena satanka netram. So this previous, karamboja yugmena. Kara means hands. Ambhoja means lotus. Krishna's hands are as soft and as beautiful as a lotus. That is why Krishna's hands are compared to lotus. Karam Bhoja. Yugma, again the word Yugma has come. What is the meaning of Yugma? Two. In the first line we saw Netra Yugma, two eyes. In the second line, we are saying Karambhoja Yugma, the two hands of Krishna. Karambhoja Yugmena Sa Atanka Netram. This is a very beautiful word. Atanka. You know, Bhaya means fear. Atanka means fear, which is very, very severe. That is called Atanka. Terrorists are called Atankavadi, isn't it? Terrorists, we use this word, Atankavadi, who create terror in the hearts of people. They are called terrorists. Here, the word Atanka means terror. So, Krishna's netram, eyes, are filled with terror. Why they are filled with terror? Because he is afraid that Mother Yashoda is going to punish me. Mother Yashoda has taken a stick and she's going to beat me now. That Supreme Lord who is controlling the activities of great devatas, now his eyes are filled with terror. Now, Karam Bhoja, let us, so we have to meditate upon Krishna's eyes, Krishna's hands, and Krishna's eyes filled with Atanka in these two lines, right? So, Netra, eyes, in the Bhagavad Gita and in the Bhagavatam also it is described. Krishna is called as Pundari Kaksha. His eyes are compared to lotus petals, right? Pankaja Nayana, he's called. Pankaja in Sanskrit means lotus. Nayana means eyes. So, Pankaja Nayana, when the Lord mercifully, by his lotus eyes, he casts his glance on his devotees, you know what will happen? The innumerable miseries that the devotees are experiencing, they will all evaporate like water evaporates because of sunlight, sun's heat from the oceans. So, in the same way, our miseries will evaporate when Krishna's merciful glance falls on on us. That is why, in our Vedic conception, we go to temple to have darshan of the Lord. Now, what is the meaning of darshana? Darshana means to see the Lord face to face. The form of the Lord which is worshipped in the temple is not different from the Lord. And by serving the deity, the form of Vigraha in the temple, you get the same benefit of worshipping and serving the original form of God. So when you go in front of the Lord for darshan, two things are happening. You are seeing the Lord, at the same time, Lord is seeing us. The Lord is seeing us. We should not think, anyway, Lord is seeing me every time. No. What is so special in going in front of the Lord? No. The deity of the Lord is a mercy incarnation of the Lord, non-different from the Lord himself. So when you go to the presence of the Lord in the temple, the Lord's merciful glance will fall upon us. And that is capable of evaporating innumerable miseries in our life. That is why you see, many times we must be wondering, Tirumala, people go and they spend, they take so much trouble traveling long distances, and there is a huge queue to have darshan of the Lord. So you may be thinking, why they are so crazy? Are these people so crazy, fanatic? They don't mind suffering so much just for few seconds of darshan of the Lord? No, they are not crazy people. They are actually, they understand, if I go in front of the Lord, I may not be able to see the Lord properly, but the Lord is going to cast his merciful glance upon me, and that is going to purify me, and that is going to free me from innumerable miseries. That's the power of the glance of the Lord. So here, that Lord who by his merciful glance removes the miseries of people in this world, in this Damodar Leela, he himself has become afraid, that his eyes are filled with fear. That means in this Damodar Leela, Krishna is giving up his godhood. That is the greatness of this Damodar Leela. He says, I don't want to be a majestic God. I don't enjoy being majestic God and blessing my devotees. I don't enjoy that. More than that, I enjoy being controlled by the love of Mother Yashoda. This I enjoy more than being a majestic God. So in Damodar Leela, Krishna is giving up his godhood and he is accepting the motherhood of Yashoda Mai to be greater. So, what is the lesson from this Damodar Leela? Majesty of Krishna is subservient to his sweetness. Krishna, I gave the example of High Court judge in his court. I had given this example 2 days ago, if you remember. The High Court judge in his court, he is majestic in his position, he's commanding, he's ordering. But the same judge, when he goes to his house and his grandson says, Dada, Dada, Ghoda Bano, he takes pleasure to become the horse for his grandson. And when his grandson rides on him as a horse, he enjoys. So Krishna's sweetness is displayed here. So there are two facets to Krishna's personality. One is his majestic position as the supreme God, as the supreme controller. The other facet of his personality is his sweetness, how he enjoys being controlled by the love of his pure devotees like Mother Yashoda, so much so that he is exactly acting like a child. His eyes are filled with atanka, terror, and this he has accepted the subordinate position to his mother. He is at the mercy of his mother Yashoda. So, what happens after this? Will Mother Yashoda severely punish Krishna? She has already taken a stick in her hand. Will she actually give nice beatings to Krishna? And when Krishna is beaten, what will happen to Krishna? Let us see all this in tomorrow's session. We'll continue to meditate on Damodarashtaka, Damodar Leela in tomorrow's session. So I told that we have to always present ourselves in front of the merciful glance of the Lord, and the mercy of the Lord is available for all of us if you chant His holy names. Just by chanting the holy names of the Lord, the mercy of the Lord is available for all of us. So therefore, I told the Vigraha form of the Lord in the temple is a mercy incarnation of the Lord. The Nama avatar of the Lord is also a mercy incarnation. So by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, if you want the mercy of the Lord through the deity, you have to travel and come to the temple. But to get this mercy through the Nama avatar, you don't have to go anywhere. Wherever you are, you can chant the holy names of the Lord and immediately receive the mercy of the Lord. So now let us chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 1 minute, that is about 11 times we will all chant together. Pray to Lord Damodara. O Lord Damodara, give me the intelligence to never forget you. Give me the intelligence that I always remember your sweet leelas and become attracted to you. I'm getting attracted to so many nonsense things in this world, but give me the intelligence, give me the spiritual strength so that I can get attracted to you, O Krishna. So, in this mood, let us chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra together. Please join me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So thank you very much for chanting with me and request you to please spend at least 8 minutes every day to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 108 times. And that's the best way to always receive the mercy of the Lord. By chanting the holy names, you can always be in a positive frame of mind in spite of so many negative circumstances. So now we are open for Q&A. If anyone has any questions for the next 2 minutes, we can wait. If anyone has a question, please raise your hand or unmute yourself and speak out your question. Okay, thank you very much for being part of the session. We shall meet again in the next session tomorrow. We will continue our meditation on Damodarashtaka. Thank you very much. Shri Kartika Deepotsav Mahamahotsav ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki jai. Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.